You know, this is kind of anticlimactic. It looks like we're going to do a DJ battle. We literally have no gear. We just have a couple of tables.
We can act like those guys at the clubs.
I know, they're like the pretend guys.
Then you have somebody off to the side that's video.
Yeah, that could be us. That's the problem with these booths, and the advantage is that people can see your hands while you're performing. Which, yeah, if you're posing, don't get this DJ booth. Get something that's way taller, like the Wall of China. But yeah, if you want people to see you mixing live, this is a great option. Hey everybody, how's it going? Daryl here. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm joined with Brian.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am Brian with BT Entertainment and Events. I'm just here with Daryl. We're showing off the Humpter B3 in black and white.
So I've had this Humpter B3 for about a year, and Brian just got one this year in black.
And I'm absolutely loving it. So I helped Daryl last year at a wedding in Snow Basin, and it was the first time I've seen the Humpter in person, and I gotta tell you, I fell in love with it. The portability, the way to set it up is so quick, and just the look of it is just absolutely amazing. So I was on the fence about buying the actual Humpter, but after seeing his in action and in real life, I was sold. But then I had the decision to either do white or do black. I really like the white. It's classy, but I was more opt to get the black one because everything I own is black. I have black speakers, black lights, everything is black. So I figured I would just stay with that color. But don't get me wrong, you don't have to do that. Daryl, he's got the white Humpter, but he has used it with black speakers and it looks phenomenal. But that's just the route that I went. So my B3 took its maiden voyage on Friday. I did an amazing 21st birthday at Nightmare on 13th. It's one of our local haunted houses. Yes, they are closed down for the season because it's not quite Halloween yet.
Yeah, so how did you like it for your maiden voyage?
I really liked it. It's very portable.
What vehicle did you use?
I actually used my truck and trailer because I was transporting more than just the Humpter. I provided a photo booth, karaoke, and music. So I pretty much took my whole entire setup with me, so I took the truck and trailer. But as you saw earlier, it can fit in a smaller SUV. It's a little bit tight, but it is doable. But I like the truck and trailer because I can take more gear and I have it right there with me if I do need something else. But yeah, the maiden voyage was great. Just so you guys know, the front, and Daryl will probably talk about it again, the front can be removed and you can add up to a 55-inch TV in the front. So that's kind of where I'm going to be going with my Humpter when I do weddings, because I do something a little bit unique. I take pictures and videos throughout the wedding and then boom, it displays on my TV. So that's one of the big reasons I bought the Humpters, for the TV option.
Now, the guests go wild about seeing the pictures of the same event on the TV. They absolutely love it. Yeah, Brian, in fact, he kind of inspired me to do the whole TV booth because the Humpter B3, admittedly, is not the most affordable DJ booth. He went the do-it-yourself route and he made his own, but he had this beautiful booth. So what made you decide to abandon the do-it-yourself dream and adopt the more portable Humpter?
So the do-it-yourself booth was amazing. Me and my wife built it from scratch. We went to Home Depot, bought a bunch of wood. I got the idea from another DJ, Red Tie, I believe is his name. I could be wrong on that. But I built this thing. It had a 75 or 70-inch TV in the front of it. It was all wood. It had a countertop like you see in a house. Everything was wired, but the downfall is I didn't account for the weight. The wood that I got was very heavy, and even putting on almost about 6 casters on the bottom of this thing, it was still way heavy. I would break casters anytime I would transport it. I would cinch it down to my trailer and it would always somehow get loose and it would move around and something would always get damaged. So for that reason, I decided to go away from the do-it-yourself booth, and now it just sits in my garage collecting dust and junk. But that's why I decided to go with the Pro X event table first. It's the metal table, and then I modified it to accept the TV in the front, but I was getting really tired of the metal look, the trussing look.
Industrial
look, thank you. And that's why I really liked seeing the Humpter when I went and helped Daryl, because it just has that classy look. It looks good. It doesn't have that industrial look. It's classy.
One of the huge benefits of having DJ furniture is that it doesn't like too much detract from like the event aesthetic, because when it is an industrial look, like it looks like it's out of a club with trussing, sometimes it looks like it's out of place. But black and white are both neutral colors, and it has like a minimalist design, so it looks like it belongs at pretty much all of these venues. Even at barns, I think it's okay.
Yeah, even in the barns, or even your classy events that you do. If you go to like here in Salt Lake, we have the Grand Hotel. It's a big white hotel, has amazing ballrooms. Even the white or the black would look amazing in that. So even just your rustic looking venues to the high class ones, it fits. Yeah.
And functionality wise, like it's just a flat surface. You can put as much gear or as little gear as you want. So for me, I sometimes like to swap out my gear. You know, sometimes I'll use like the Rain 12s and the 72, sometimes just the Rain 1. Sometimes we'll have the Control 1, sometimes we won't. So what gear are you using on yours?
Right now I'm using the Prime 4 by Denon. It's a standalone system, which is really nice. I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive in the controller, so all my music goes right with me. I don't have to use a laptop unless I want to, which I do always carry a laptop, even 2, even 3 laptops as a backup.
He's prepared, he's a Boy Scout.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a DJ, or if you are thinking about becoming a DJ, backup, have Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, all the way up to Plan Z. And so, yeah, I always carry at least 2 to 3 laptops on me just in case. But with the Denon Prime 4, it's kind of a bigger controller. So a lot of the other boosts like the Bun Gear, the Danny Max, there's some Pro X ones where they actually have the molded top that goes over it. Unfortunately, the Prime 4 is not a good candidate for some of those booths just because it's so big and so wide, and it has a pop-up screen, touch screen to help with selecting music and stuff. So that was another big reason I decided to go with the Humpter, because it does have the flat surface and you can put whatever you want on it, whether it be the Prime 4, a Rain 4, whatever controller that you decide to get, it'll fit on here, and it gives you that option to change if you want to. When I did the 21st party in Salt Lake, I did not take my controller. I just took a controller in my laptop, and it worked. It worked. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And for the record, I think Danny Max does make some booths that are bigger than others for it. And the Bun Gear Command Center, it did fit technically, but I didn't feel comfortable leaving it inside compared to like my SX2. And it barely fit. It fit, but like barely. But with this, you don't really have to worry about it. And like Brian said earlier, it looks a little bit more elegant than a quick set table that like one of those ADJ or Pro X trussing tables.
Yeah, that's one downfall about the Pro X table that I had, is it was very narrow. You couldn't put a lot of gear on there, whereas this is a little bit more wider, so you can put more gear. It also has a shelf underneath here. You can put more gear into there as well. So it's just great.
Did you see that they have the expansion too, so that you can have like 3, it looked like a little spaceship cockpit.
Almost like a little, like a facade type thing. The video that I saw, they just had just the one side. It looked weird, but I think once you get
You need some symmetry.
Yeah, I think if you got both sides, I think it would probably look okay.
I think you could even put 3 TVs on it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They also sell things that go right here that come up and you can put your lights on them. So if you want to put your lights on your booth, you can.
Or if you're using this more for a permanent install, you can put your monitors, or heck, you can even put your Earth 8s on it.
Oh yeah, you could do that too. Daryl just got a mic holder.
Roll the B-roll.
So when you buy the Humpter just by itself, it does come with a cup holder and a headphone holder. But the mic thing, that's a game changer right there. Because when I'm actually DJing, I have my controller and a mic right here. It has a tendency of rolling around, and yeah, you could damage your microphone. So I like that holder.
And so I also wanted to just kind of mention, like, after having this for years, some of like how it's kept up. For the most part, it's kept pretty good. As you can see, it's a white DJ booth. It's still white. It's not cream or yellow. Some of these end caps, sometimes they get a little bit loose, but they've never like outright fallen off. It usually stays in place in the bag. I did lose one of the screws that this top plate sits on top of, but I got a new one. ProX messaged me and they said that if you ever lose them, you can message them and they'll set you up. Yeah, as you can see, like this is like a vinyl on the top. It got a little bit scratched. Where it's scratched is where I cover it with like my DJ controller, so it's not a huge deal. This came with some thumb screws. These are not actually my favorite thumb screws, but they're serviceable. But yeah, Brian was able to get some aftermarket screws because his did not come with any thumb screws. It came with like an Allen wrench instead. But one thing I'm noticing is that, you know, this laptop stand in theory is pretty good, but these thumb screws that keep it in place are notoriously finicky and they don't work very good. It seems like they created a new system where it's like 3 preset heights, and so that's just a lot better.
Yeah, this one actually has the holes where it doesn't have the slit down the middle like Daryl's does, so it can actually go to an actual height and then you can actually screw it in. So, well, I think I missed the thing. That's all right. So, that's the only thing is you gotta get it through the threads. So I mean, there is a good thing to that, and there's also a downfall because now you can't really like adjust it like his, like a certain height. You have just those 4 presets, but I think the height is good and it gives you those options. I think the only thing I wish it would have is to tilt, but this actually, I'm glad actually, now that I think about it, I'm glad it doesn't tilt because it puts your laptop right here and then you can just move your screen to wherever you want it and it holds it. And it does have, and I just found this out from Daryl, it has these,
you have to like push.
You have to push these out.
To push that out. Yep. There you go.
And these will eventually turn.
Yeah, that weekend where I was working with Dana, where there was like 70-mile-an-hour winds, like, yeah, these were money. This kept my laptop on top of here. Like the platters on my Rain one flew off, but this kept my laptop secure and I did not lose my laptop the whole gig.
Yep, so that'll hold your laptop in.
Well, you haven't used the Humpter for very long. Is there anything that you find unsatisfactory
as of
that
right,
you'd like to improve?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. As of right now,
how rude.
I know. I'm always interrupting him. As of right now, no. I am absolutely in love with this thing. I am excited to use it throughout this year and into the future. But yeah, I'm already marketing it. I'm already telling my clients that have already booked me, hey, I've just upgraded my booth, my look. This is what it looks like. And I've gotten a really good response. They're like, oh, that looks good. That looks professional. They're excited to have me DJ their events. So yeah, I can't say anything bad about it as of yet because it's been a good investment. I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger because I know Daryl was listening to me almost every week. I should buy it. Finally pulled the trigger.
I know. I was surprised he actually did it. I'm like, wow, he actually did it. You know, compared to other like TV booths on the market, this is actually kind of affordable. And he got his from the same place I got mine, Hollywood DJ, and they let me know that they have the best prices on them right now. I know a big part of last year they just weren't available and they kept selling out because they're notoriously difficult to manufacture. But Hollywood DJ right now has some in stock, and I have a link in the description below, and they have an auto coupon that will save you like an additional amount of money. So yeah, check that out, upgrade your setup, and you'll have a good time.
They also kind of give you an incentive as well. Sometimes if you purchase a big thing like this, they'll usually send you a coupon after, just kind of as a thank you. So yeah, hats off to Hollywood DJ. They're really customer oriented. When I first ordered the booth, there was a deal for $100 off and then free shipping. Shipping just for this would have been like $380. So when I went to go order it, the shipping was there. So I reached out to customer service and they immediately responded right back to me, hey, we'll get it fixed, we're sorry, and I was able to order it with that deal. So yeah, just an amazing company, and I'm excited to actually order more stuff from them, just based on that customer service that they offer.
And I gotta also mention, because a lot of people ask me, where did I get a white bevel TV? You know, I wrapped it, and so I think that definitely did add to the look of a white booth. And if you have a black booth, you don't have to worry about that because all TVs are black. So with a black booth, it just fits in, you know? And I don't think like that it matters that it's not completely flush, because the design of the booth has like these, it's not an even flat surface. There's parts that are protruding, parts that are like sunken in. So just having a TV kind of protrude a little bit right here, it just, the design works. And so I was actually pretty impressed with that. Yeah, it works great as a TV booth. It works great as a normal booth. It's very versatile. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this thing. I don't have a lot to complain about. I don't anticipate on getting another booth anytime soon. I'll strike this part unless Humpter wants to send me their new one. But
Yeah, I agree with Daryl on the TV. I was kind of worried about it not being flush, but yeah, with that being a little bit out a little bit, it protects the TV. I know there was somebody on the Humpter Facebook page that was asking, can they make a flush where it just goes into this area? But I kind of like it that it fills up the whole front of it because it just looks a little bit more classier. But yeah, his wrap TV, he did a good job with it.
I don't know. It was kind of crude, but it seems to work from far away. I mean, I had a video, yeah, with millions of views and not a single person mentioned the wrap job. So I'm going to take that as a win. I'm a perfectionist sometimes and I notice the imperfections, but yeah, it was not so bad. So yeah, here's a couple of guys in my garage talking about pieces of metal and getting excited about it. So thank you so much for joining us. Do you have any final thoughts about the Humpter B3?
Nope, I just appreciate you letting me come over and do this video and have the white and black together so people can see what white looks like, what black looks like, and yeah, just excited to move forward and add this to my DJ business, and it's gonna be a good year, you guys. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, competition is heating up. I have this guy to deal with in our little small rural county.
I'm no competition. This guy is the man.
And of course, thank you so much for my guest Brian for coming on. And Brian, plug in your socials.
So I am on Instagram at DJB Events, and I also have a Facebook page, BT Entertainment and Events. Make sure you come and check me out, like me, follow me. I'll follow you back.
Okay, seriously, please subscribe.